Hello, everybody. Welcome to Minecraft on the Block. This is the lab episode, like 18, I think. I'm going to go with that. And I think I have my headset. Hold on. I guess not. I thought I had my headset switched around. It was all weird, but I think I'm good. Okay. Today's going to be a big day. We are going to have some fun today. I am going to put the lab concept to the test for kind of the first round of stuff, like actual experiments. I have a couple of ideas of things that I want to make, and we'll get into those. I did a couple of things actually. There's two things I want to start off with. I did some, so I'm sure a lot of you guys know how wrong I was about so many things in the last episode. So I've switched things up a little bit. Let me tell you what the new plan is here. The new plan is basically that this is going to be, I just started this is going to be biofuel. Biofuel does not run in biogas engines, as you all probably know, and we're yelling at the screen. There's this new guy, I Am Licious, or girl, I don't know who it is, but excited to see what they got going on. They were just started on the server, I think. So anyway, so this thing is running and cranking out some biofuel. So the way it's working right now, and this is also continuing to fill up. So I switched it because from what I can tell, the biogas is going to be more useful, at least initially, or the biofuel. Yeah, biogas, sorry, which is what this is. So I'm doing the big tank, which holds the, 3+ million, and this is only like 500,000, and so 576,000. So this is just a 3x3x4. It's the smallest you can make as far as I know. And a couple of interesting things. You can't pull out from the top, which you probably knew as well. You can't pull liquids out from the top. You can put them in from the top, and then you get this really cool effect of liquids pouring in, which I think is pretty awesome. But you have to pull out from the bottom. I don't even know that you can put in from anywhere, I think, but you just can't pull out unless it's from the bottom. At least that was the experience that I had. So anyway, I transferred the stuff that was in here over to here, and now I'm cranking out both. So the idea here is that this fermenter is producing biogas. It's feeding this engine, and it will probably feed more engines. I'll probably still put biogas engines in here, and there will be a power station here. And then it's also feeding the engine down here for this thing, which just cranks out too much stuff too quickly. So I got to pretty quickly get a logistics set up. I'll probably use trains because I like the idea so much. I'll probably pull out of here into trains and run trains full of both fuel and all of the wood and all this junk up, and then I'll keep fertilizer in here, and it'll be a really interesting process. It'll be fun to kind of work out the logistics. But anyway, so this engine here is working this exclusively, and we've got biogas up here being fed into this, and while this thing, or biomass, while this thing is full, it's also feeding into these, and this part is going pretty slow. I'm not sure exactly like how it works. I kind of feel like I thought maybe it was going to kind of split half and half here and then split half and half here. So basically that would get like a quarter of the total, and these things would fill up along the way. Since this is full, well, more or less usually full, then it would kind of split here at this juncture, and then this would be full, and so it would just continue on. It doesn't seem to be the case, though, because this is not cranking through that stuff all that quickly, and you can see that it's just really slowly kind of coming in. So I'm not really outputting that much. I might need another fermenter. What I might do is get a fermenter going that is exclusively feeding these. But when I had that happening, it was basically just way overtaking these. So what I kind of thought was going to happen is that this would fill up and the other engine would fill up, and then it would just be the tank. These would slowly kind of fill up and out. The biogas would get too much, and then everything would be going into the tank that was left over. But it seems like that's not the case. These things are always struggling to have enough biomass to actually work. So that's okay, though, because I'm not sure exactly yet what we're going to do, although I think what we're going to do is we're going to use this for steam power. I'm not sure. I've heard that it's kind of one of the most efficient ways to go. You can get a pretty sweet system going. I'm going to get a 2x2 steam system, and we'll probably work on that this episode, maybe. And I'm going to power it with a liquid-fired fuel box. Is that what it's called? Let's see. Or a liquid. Was it liquid? There it is, liquid fueled firebox. So we're going to make one of these. Actually, we're going to make 4 of those. And then we're going to make some steam. What are they? They're not steam. They are pressure. These things, some high pressure boilers. We're going to make 4 boiler blocks. And then we're going to feed them into steam engines, the industrial steam engines, which are these. That's the first thing we're going to do. I think these output like 8 Minecraft joules per tick, but I'm not exactly sure. So, but that's the thing I'm going to go for to play with. I also have a really cool idea for a XP. So well, I don't want to tell you too much about it. It's a problem. It's to solve the problem of, going out and mining blocks. I want to turn up the volume just a little bit. It's to solve the problem of going out and mining blocks with Silk Touch, like, coal or redstone or whatever, and then wanting to come back and get the XP out of it. So you're mining it with these so that you can get more in your inventory, but then you want to get the XP out of it. I have an idea for a system I want to build for that, so we're going to play with that. But the first thing we need to do, I'm getting ready to enchant a pick because I got to go do some mining. I'm like out of everything I need. But Pete left us a treasure. Hey Dan, have a fun time with this. Nice base, Pete. So before I get something enchanted, I wanted to find out if I needed this. So, oh, nice. What does this even do? What does this do? A book receptacle. That's awesome. I don't even know what those are. I'm going to leave those there because that's cool. I have no idea what that is. All right, Pete, thank you. I got something I didn't even know I needed, and I'm sure I do. He was saying something about like being hard to find or something, and I got a bunch of them, so that's super awesome. We got to look into that. We'll probably look into that this episode. What else? I think that's it. Let me get started. So my next job is to... Oh, one thing I did want to do... Let me actually... I will cut right back. We're going to make a thalmic pickaxe, and I'm going to enchant it this time just to see. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So we're going to make a thalmium pickaxe, and we're going to go give it 24 levels and see what that gets us. I know I probably should... I don't have time to wait. So we're going to see if this does us any good. I'm really excited. There's a couple of things. I'm probably, once I get... My goal for this episode is to get... a like 2-high wall on this thing, so I kind of have the beginnings of a... That's going to be tough because I'm going to have things coming down in, but to have the beginnings of a secure area. I'll probably secure it a little bit and then start actually working in it, and then I'll finish the structure as time goes by. But I want to do some other stuff. Oh, stinking Enderman. Was that an Enderman? I hate Enderman. Either that or I don't know who else it would. I mean, nobody's been here, so there we go. All right, let's see. Nobody around to mess me up. All right, let's do this. So we want 24 levels, which I think we want to do this. Is that right? Nope, that's 26. So we need to do like... That's going to be 22, I think. So I can never remember. I think it's that. 24. Here we go. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Efficiency 4 on breaking 3. I would have rather had it on a diamond pick, I think, now. But that's okay. That's exactly what I wanted. I had a diamond pick ready. We'll see if the thalmium pick stands up to the test. I wonder if I had a... That's exactly what I wanted. That stinks. I thought you got more, like you had a better chance of getting more enchantments on thalmium stuff, so we'll see. I don't know how it compares as far as what's the word I'm looking for? As far as quickness and all that stuff. But it'll definitely work. It'll be a good enough pick to get me going. So anyway, what I'm going to do right now, that's kind of what I wanted to start with. What I'm going to do right now is a couple of things. Get set up here, do some mining, get into a position where I have what I need to kind of do the things that we were talking about this episode. It'll probably be a different day for me that you see this all happen, but for you it will just be moments. So I will return in just a minute. All right, guys, quick check-in. I haven't done that much, but I'm playing with the different materials here. I've gone through a couple of different ones. I've tried stone bricks. I tried some black stone, and I think I want to go with the white. It just, I don't know. At first it was a little too much, but I think the more I look at it, the more I think I'm going to like the idea of it. So I think I'm not sure though if I want to go with I kind of like that even. It's a little hard to tell. Let me so the idea here though that I'm going to have these pipes, if you remember me talking about it, these pneumatic pipes running all the way around the glass on the inside of the structure, and then stuff will come in and make its way around, and then it will come back out. Actually, it'll go back out a different way, but well, that's not true. Maybe it'll go back out that way. I don't know. Probably not. Probably go back out a different way. So that's the idea. I kind of think it's cool. This stuff is, I like the way pneumatic tubes look. So I think I'm going to like this. I like that color with this as well. I guess we could, just to get a better look at it, what it looks like with all white. I think the bricks look good. The other thing that you have to consider is I'm going to have pillars, and I think they're going to be concrete, that probably come up from the ground. Let me walk you through this. Pillars that come up from the ground. I like the blocks, the brick. I think that's my preference. Anyway, pillars that come up from kind of like that, pillars that come up from the ground, and they'll come up through the interior. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with those, but they'll probably be concrete. So that will help that look as well. I could actually put a concrete. So that'll break things up. There'll probably be one over here, one out there, just kind of, I think I've talked about it before, maybe just the four corners and then one in the middle out there or something. But so that's the current plan. I think I can't get my freaking hover mode to work. I'm holding space and hitting the mode key. I thought maybe shift and hit the mode key, both and hit the mode key. I can't get it to work. All right. Anyway, I'm going to need to charge this stupid thing up. But that's the current idea. This thing's going to die very soon, if not right now. Where are you at? You coming up? No. So anyway, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go with the bricks, though. It just looks too... Yeah, I'm going to go with the bricks. I will finish that and be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I've done some of the mining. I got a little, almost a stack of copper and a little bit of tin. It's amazing how much work you have to do. And I'm starting to expand a little bit here, so I've got coal stacks and stuff so I can use my fortune pick to break them. Which brings me to the first of the things that I wanted to do this episode. I can't even remember the second one now. Oh, I guess part of it was getting this kind of started, and I think I've done that. So this is the idea. I'm going to put the pneumatic tubes along the bottom there. They'll come along the bottom here as well, and then all the way around, and then they'll go up and across the top, and then down and over. So that's the current thought. And let's go look at it from over here. I'll probably bring a lip out. Really what I was thinking is I might bring like a small balcony, like maybe 3 blocks out around the edge so that you could walk on the outside, and then maybe a little overhang on the top. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I like the white, staying with the white, especially once we get stuff in there, it will help. So anyway, I did that. And what we're going to do now is just see if this concept that I've come up with is even going to work. I don't know if I'm the first person that's ever done this or not. I haven't seen it done, but It's not that big of a deal. It's just something that always bugs me. So we'll see if you guys agree. So I'm going to take my filler and the bricks, and I'm going to take some energy, some levers, some landmarks. I think that's all I'm going to need. Let's see how this works. And then I'm going to take a couple of stacks of coal. And then the one other thing I want, oh, I think I left it charging. I took it down to the station. I'll tell you what, it's nice having all this wood for barrels. my tree farm is producing a lot of barrels. I think I just snorted when I left. Okay, so we're doing pretty good on this. 100,000 buckets or whatever. And this one has, yeah. All right, so we're doing all right. I have to keep this thing going manually because this thing eats through trees. Plus, it's this one engine feeding two of these stills and the fermenter. So this would go a lot faster if it wasn't for that. I think I'm going to pipe this stuff out of here and into there and then set this up differently. It's going to take the biogas because it does run off biogas, and I think it is more efficient. So anyway, this thing is not full, but I forgot the wrench. I'll be right back. Got my wrench. All right, let's try this again. I want that. And then let's go over here and use this thing for the first time. So I think what I'm going to do is I've thought about this a little bit. Once I get the power situation going, I think I'm going to have the steam in the basement, and I'm going to have power coming up like right here or something. And it will just come up and be in the floor right there. That block right there will be power. And is this concrete? I think that is concrete. Anyway, this block right here in there will be power. And then what I was thinking about doing was, I was thinking about making this whole thing a false floor. The thing is, or maybe I'll start the power here or something, but I was thinking about making this whole thing a false floor. Right now I think it's an actual block. You know what else I didn't bring? Yeah, it's an actual block right now. So I'm going to make this a false floor so that I can tear it out if I want to run the power underneath. Although that making it a false floor doesn't actually help because the power can't sit underneath these unless I made these facades, which might be a good idea. I think you can place facades on the energy conduit. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Anyway, but the idea is that I'll have the power just kind of sitting there, and I can just pull it up and use it, or I could run it underneath because it's going to depend. We're going to have to move these crystals. What is the recipe for these crystals? How do you make them? Or do you have to find them? That's really interesting. It gives you the use, but there's no recipe. That's really interesting. So you must have to find those things. And how did he get so many or make them? That's crazy. So is this basically a stack? Is that what I got here? I do. Thank you very much, Pete. Okay, excellent. All right. So let's put those in here for now. And the thing I'm missing that I forgot, is my fortune pick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So here's the plan. I have no idea how well this is going to work, but what I want to do is have I never bring any stinking blocks to build with. Do I have any dirt over here? I definitely need to have like dirt. I'm going to have a lot of stuff. Well, that would work, but I'm going to, well, yeah, you know what? That'll work for now. I'm definitely going to have this all organized into shelves. I've got plans to have like, I'm going to have, what is it that I'm trying to say? The portable tanks and energy cells and stuff all over here, and like charging stations for the energy cells. It's going to be really cool. Okay, so let's get rid of these torches. I wish I could get rid of all of them, but I can't because if I F7, which I just did, actually I'm fine. The middle one can go away. All right, so the plan here is that I want to have something like this. So let's see. Let's say it was like bam, 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 and then like bam. And then like that. What did I do wrong? Doesn't that usually work? I can't remember how I make this work usually. There we go. Anyway, I think that's what I want. And then we're going to put the filler down right here. And it's not going to work. It thinks it's only got part of it. So let's see what we got to do. Man, that pick is dangerous. It actually worked pretty good for mining. It did not last that long. That's the one thing. All right, so that... No, you can't put that there, you dummy. That didn't work at all. That's because I don't have these down. All right, let's try this again. Let's just get rid of all of them. So, there, there. Huh. Why isn't that doing what I expected to do? Let me see if I can get it working. All right, that just baffles me. I can't figure out why in the world. If anybody knows, I had this thing, finally got the cage, placed it over here, nothing happened, put it over here, and it worked. So I don't know if there's like a, maybe it's because I always use the one on the top to make the square. Maybe I should be less lazy. If I use 8, it might help, but I feel like that should work. Anyway, it worked here. So what I want to do is have a machine or a setup where I can like walk into a room, turn it on, and tell it to fill. And so what I'm going to do is like this, right? That should be a filling. And then if I put in something like that, right? And then theoretically, if I hook up a power source to it, it'll start filling. Now the question is two things. Is it still draining power? No. Can I then... Okay, so it's not going to refill that thing. And I'm not sure why. Why is that? Well, that's okay, I guess. I really wanted it to be more automated, so let's see. The question now is there any way to make it refill? Would I, like, redo this? Yeah, that does work. So, like, if you reset that, it works. And it doesn't, it does sit there and drain. This is the one thing I was concerned about, is that it will sit here and drain when it's trying to put something in, but it doesn't have anything to put in. So, we wouldn't want to do that. But as long as you kept it full, I'm trying to think, we're going to have to do some redstone with it. But that general idea kind of works. That's a way better than like having to go place all these blocks. What I was really hoping is that I could just like break them. I could make like a really small filler, like maybe a 2x2, and I could just sit here and break them without moving, and it would just keep putting them back down. And maybe we can like, with a gate or something, we can have it like pull one out, put one back in. We'll have to see if we can actually put blocks in these. Maybe, I don't know. You probably can't. It probably puts it in the resources, but you probably can't pull in place from here. So that's unfortunate. So to reset it, you got to like pick it up and put it down. So it's probably what we did makes more sense in that case. We could, let's see, if we were to, that's not how you get rid of, there we go. So it does make more sense to probably do a bigger one like this that I could just go through. I mean, it's not, so unless we can come up with something clever to get it automated, certainly want to turn it off when there's not anything in there. I don't want that battery to be draining. That's a problem. That probably wouldn't be a, well, no, it would be a problem. It'd be a problem anytime there's power hooked up to it because it will be consuming that power, which is really strange to me. I guess it just sits there and while it's trying to do something, it's just sucking up power. Anyway, so this is this will work. I mean, basically just dump anything in there, and I think it'll just put whatever. So if we had like some redstone and some diamonds and some whatever, it would just put them all in there, and then we could just blaze through this. We got to get a better pick. We got to get a pick that has some unbreaking and or some efficiency at least, and some unbreaking would be nice. Because I'll go through this one, but I think this will work for now. So it's at least a slightly easier way to do what I wanted to do, which is get experience points. Okay. Or experience. So I'm going to think about this for a minute while I'm going through and getting rid of some of this coal and see if I can come up with a more clever way to do that. And then we will move on. I'm going to go back and listen to my video and see what the other thing I wanted to do. I think we were going to make a steam engine today. So I think we can do that with the resources we have. So anyway, I'm going to get through this and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I've been here just setting up a little bit. Just want to show you, I'm starting to clear out a room down here. This is probably where the steam generator and stuff will go eventually, and it might be deeper or whatever. I wanted to set up a quick water source just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking. So there'll be, water source here. I might run multiple water sources off of separate aqueous accumulators. They're so cheap, and why not? So I'll probably run those like in the corners, one over there, one over there, one over there. So I'm going to try to probably clear out the hole underneath of this place at some point. But right now I'm just going to go with this. So we're going to go make some of this stuff that we need. So let's go get started on that. Hopefully I have most of it. I kind of wanted to walk you through this because it's something I've never done before, and I don't know if it'll be interesting for you guys. So, oops, my little door here is lame. It's hard to get out. Why is it really hard, apparently? Okay. I gotta fix that, put a real door in, I guess. Never had any zombies knock on this door. Must be getting late. Alright, here. I gotta do something about that. That's a hazard. OSHA would not approve of that. Okay, so we're gonna make the liquid-fired firebox, liquid-fueled firebox. So I'm gonna need a few fire charges. I can get 3 of them, and I'm gonna make a couple of sets of those because I need 4. So if I'm thinking correctly, it's like this, and apparently I'm not. I thought that was it. Oh, gunpowder, not redstone. I got some of that. A couple of those. And some of those. Alright, and I've got these, which I think I need. I don't know how many I need. And then I realized just now I think I need 24 of these total. So let me make those. Let's see, I got steel in here. Which means I'm going to need 24 steel. So there's 4. There we go. Let's see, just see if this is as easy as I think it's going to be. So I think it's literally going to be like that. And we'll go ahead and give this thing some coal. Get it started. I probably should have the battery over here. I'm going to have to go mine some obsidian so I can make more of this stuff. That's really the only problem with it, is that it takes a little of that. Yeah, that's fine. So steel plates. So the reason I say I'm going to need 24 is because I need 4 times 4 here, so I'm going to need the 16 here, and then I'm going to need, and that's just a regular furnace in a bucket. And then I'm going to need for the high pressure boiler, I need 2 for every 1. So I'm going to need another 8. So I think that's right. Alright, this is good. What else? We need a bucket. We need... Go ahead and do that. Give me that one. Alright, need a bucket. We need a furnace. We need 4 furnaces. Alright, let's do this. Four buckets, I guess. So 4 of those, 4 ferni. That's not going to be enough cobblestone. Oh, maybe it will. would have been plenty. All right, 4 furnaces. And what else do we need? 8 of those. That's perfect. So I think that's good. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's do this. So 4 of those. 4 of those. 8 of those. 4 furnaces. And 4 buckets. All right, so there's 4 of those. And then we need the... I totally don't know what I'm doing, so we need high pressure boilers. So we just need 4 of those. So that's going to be like that. I think that's all we need. And then a couple of things of interest would probably be to go get some of that. I'm going to need a valve, I just realized. Let's do that. Let's go get... Yeah, you know what? In fact, I'm going to do 2 while I'm at it. I think I had a thought on that. All right, let's go. I'm probably running long already. Let me check the time. All right, guys, here's something interesting. I lost my fuel. So I'm producing it again now, but I don't know what happened. But I broke... Well, so what I did was I broke this block and put in a valve, thinking that that would be a good place to put a valve if it would work, and I wasn't sure if it would. And it didn't work. Well, I mean, it made a tank again, but the tank was empty. And then I broke. And then I put this block back, and I thought, well, maybe you just can't. It's an invalid configuration or something. But it really seemed like it worked. So yeah. So anyway, so then I thought, well, maybe I'll just try it on the bottom because I know that's valid. So I put one here, and that also caused it to go away, but that time it didn't come back. The liquid didn't come back at all. So I lost about 40,000 buckets or whatever it is of 40,000 whatever that is. And I was being really cavalier with this. Like I was just dumping, I was breaking blocks and doing whatever. Where's the bed? Oh, there he is. Where'd he go? Get out of here. Anyway, so I was breaking blocks and doing whatever with that other tank because I really thought it was safe to do that, and apparently that is not the case. Apparently you're not safe to break them because I got myself screwed, and I don't think it's going to come back. But nevertheless, really the reason I was doing that was so that I could get some liquid out of it, and now I'm at least have a little bit, although that does bum me out, I gotta be honest. So I think I'm gonna have to go like this, and then you have to power it. Like that, and then do I need to change that? There we go. So that'll pull that out. And there's nothing in here now. So there's some in here, but there's so little. Man, that's such a bummer. Because I lost so much of that. Oh well. I mean, I can't think of any other... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that happens. I really thought that was safe. I don't know why that bums me out so much. I mean, it wasn't like I had that much, but I had enough that I wanted to keep it. So anyway, yeah. Well, we'll take that and work with that since we have the rest of this stuff. I think, what else was I going to do? Because we were trying to keep things short. I think I was going to get the fuel and probably something else, which I can't think of now. I'm going to have to make an engine. All right, let me get this set up. I'll be back. All right, so it turns out you have to have 3 high no matter what your block structure is like. So this, you can do just one, so you can do 1 by 1. So 1 on top of each of these will give you the machine. But excuse me, if you want to do this, you have to do 3 high, or if you want to do a 2x2, you have to do 3 high. I don't know what you have to do if you do a 3x3, which is like the giant, largest, crazy thing. This one's going to be pretty large and crazy anyway. I'm not exactly sure why I went with straight to the to this one. I don't know if we can even actually make it produce enough steam. I'm going to go see if I can get a little more liquid here. I don't know how much I have, but we're going to try. Oh, yeah, we're doing better. It's not great. We have, yeah, 55, 69, which is crap. But that's all right. Well, you know what we ought to do probably while we're here is refill this thing. I'm really long on this one, but I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, we need to keep this thing going. I've got to get this automated, otherwise this is never going to produce enough while I'm gone. And we got this issue still, which is that I need to keep this thing emptied out, or else I'm going to always have that backed up, which actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world given the current situation. But take some of these out. And again, just so that we can kind of keep this thing fresh. Let's see. Seems okay. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with this thing if you don't automate it. It goes pretty quickly even with just the one. So, anyway, let's just go back over here and see if we can do anything with the fuel that we have. We don't have a bunch, but anyway, that's a pretty big one. I think that thing would keep us in power. I know that if you use fuel, just like straight up fuel from, what is it, Industrial Craft, or I don't know where it's from, Buildcraft maybe, then you get quite a bit with that. But, oh, we don't have any liquid. Oh, yeah, we do. Good. Whew. I was going to say, man, this is turning out to be much of a pain. So let's see. Can I put this? It kind of connects there, but it looks like crap. Let's do it right here. There we go. And then let's see about that. Nice. Oh crap, water. And I'm out of Liquidux, aren't I? Hopefully this thing isn't going to explode before I get the water in there. Let me go get some water. I don't think I have any other option right now. Well, yeah, I do. No? Like this, maybe? There we go. That'll keep us going for a little bit. And it seems like it's just sucking up that biofuel. It is. And it goes really fast at first. I know that for sure. And then once you get steam built up, then it does its thing. And I think we're not building any steam right now. Oh, there we go. So the temperature's finally building. So we'll let this go. I think I'm going to have a problem. I don't think this is going to quite do it. I know the fuel runs pretty well here, but and once you want to keep this thing going basically all the time to make it worth it, because I think otherwise you go through this warm-up period which sucks down the biofuel, which is unfortunate. Yeah, you can see there's no way we're not even going to make it, because this needs to get basically all the way up to really start cranking. So we're going to have some work to do. I think what I'll do is call the episode here. We at least got it, and we kind of know what we're doing with it. I'm going to work on the efficiencies of our biofuel production system. The thing I'm excited about is there's this thing called, what is it? It's like a steam turbine? Steam turbine? I always say turbine. I think it's this thing, the steam turbine housing. You build a block structure, and that will turn... yeah, it's expensive. That will turn, which reminds me, I better go get some some steel going over there. That thing will turn this into industrial craft power, and so that's something that we definitely want to do. I think we were looking at using the generator, but if we're going to go this route, I think I would rather use this thing, the steam turbine instead of that bio generator. So anyway, I'm gonna work on, like I said, the efficiencies of this system and see if I can. I'm really bummed that we lost all that. That was a fair amount. And yeah, I mean we're not getting anywhere near what we had. Whoa! And there we go. I don't think I have the blocks to fix that. Well, I kind of do. I could do that and... Oh man, this is what I get for being out at night. Well, it's actually not... For how stupid I was, that's not the worst damage that could have been done. Let's see if this will fix this thing. I think this is valid. It's not. Don't blow up in my face. What about this? What if we do... Anybody? I know you can put one here. I don't know if it... No, that's not valid either. So, I'm going to have to make one more of these things. Alright, I'll do that. I think I just lost more liquid. Luckily there wasn't much in there. So I'm going to go take care of that, rebuild my little dirt pile here, and get us back to normal. And I will talk to you guys next time. So if you liked it, thumbs up, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, Minecraft OTB, and I will talk to you guys next time. Later.